about. If it ain't making money, ain't nothing to talk about. Keep my mind on them stacks, cause that green give you cloud. If it's bread making, baby, I'ma always go that route. I done put my work in the streets, rapping shot on these beats. A lazy man gon' stop, but a grinder always gon' eat. Everybody can't do what I do, that's why I'm crushing your crew. From Chi-Town, Memphis, Tennessee, and all through the Lou. I'm so fresh and so new, got a hot album too. I done came out of nowhere and I'm taking all of these suckers' juice. I keep my promo on them poles, keep that powder out my nose. I'm staying focused, man, with 1 million copies sold. Say my name. What's my name? Say my name. Stayed on my green. I ain't never gonna let nobody talk me out of rolling with my team. Y'all know what I mean. These money hungry fiends, they think they can outsmart you by selling you a dream. But I stay grinding cause I'm bread making, homie. And they can't figure me out because they really don't know me. You got that paper, show me. My mama didn't name me Toby. These suckers want slaves, but I'm shaking them like Kobe. It's real in the field, I'm the lion on the mill. I'm the hollow point tip, pointing at you ready to kill. These suckers better chill, but I ask brother Will. The king is in the building, so you haters take a kneel.
Yo. What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Man, y'all already know. I'm here to talk about one of my favorite female ballers. I'm here to talk about Chennedy Carter. Chennedy Carter is a baller. Hands down, man down. You got what I'm saying? Chennedy Carter is one of the best two-way players that's ever hit the WNBA as a youngin. You know what I'm saying? She has all the formalities that you want to see in a basketball player. What's going on, y'all? Welcome to the Gingerbread Man Show. Hey, listen, I am here to talk about my girl, but first, I got to let y'all know, man, I thank you and I appreciate you in everything that you have done. Everything that you have done for this show. This show came from nothing to now we're over 1,500 subscribers. And that all comes from you. That all comes from you telling a friend to tell a friend and sharing. And I'm dependent on you to share this channel. I'm dependent on you to advocate for your boy Gingerbread Man. I'm here, your bro Claude. You know what I'm saying? It's always keeping it real over here. We say what we say, we do what we do, we like what we like, and then of course we let all the chips lay down, you know what I'm saying, wherever they fall. And we do all facts over the emotions that you have on the inside and the feelings that you have on the inside. You know what I mean? It says that emotions can cloud a decision, a good decision. You know what I mean? Emotions can cloud a good decision. When you're emotional, I'm an emotional person. To speak about it and to speak on it, young, I was very, very outward with what I felt, my father, but thank God that I did have a father in place. And when I was making those type of mistakes, he would be like, Claude, you can't really, some people just don't like the truth. Sometimes, Claude, the way that you come off, some people can't handle the way that you tell the truth. And then, Claude, sometimes, you let other people figure it out. And I've got to the point in my lifetime that, man, I really, really try to be fair in everything that I say. I try to be fair in the decisions that I make, even, with my family members. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if you don't, if you don't keep it real with people, people have a right to call it out. People have a right to call your ass out. You know what I mean? If you don't keep it real, the people, family members and all of that abroad, have a right to say what they think. You know what I mean? Say what they feel. Say what, comes to mind when it comes to you. A lot of times, a lot of people don't like to be called out. They don't like to be called out. And that people not liking to be called out, they, react in a certain way where, you might be saying something, but you're actually helping them with certain flaws. You're actually helping them with certain things that you see that is a problem. If somebody call you out about what you put out in the world, the thing is that you got to deal with that. You got to eat it. You got to take it, and you got to be responsible as an adult to say, "Hey, man, I might have not been fair on that one, or I called it wrong," and be humble enough to say, "Hey, I got it wrong. I got it wrong." And I'm not afraid to say that, I might get something wrong. But I thank y'all. I'm at 1,521 subscribers. I'm on my road to 2,000 to do another plateau. And I know y'all will get me there. I know that y'all will get me there. And I'm appreciative of everything that you guys have done to get me here. You know what I'm saying? How you doing, Noma D? You say, I can't accept Chennedy Carter in not playing in the W. Me neither. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cover, Chennedy the way that she's supposed to be covered. And from my point of view, Chennedy Carter was blackballed, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to get right into the meat of things. It says Chicago Sky cut ties with Angel Reese teammate because of locker room issues. They're talking about Chennedy Carter. It says Monday was the deadline for WNBA teams to extend qualifying offers to their pending free agents. We all remember that. It says, and Chennedy and the Chicago Sky chose not to give one to one of its top players from 2024. Chicago chose to part ways with Chennedy Carter, who led the Sky with 17.5 points per game last season, making her an unrestricted free agent who can start discussing deals with other teams, as of, February the 1st. Chennedy Carter, had an incredible season for for the last year. Jeff P said, and that the Sky general manager, Jeff Pagliosha, said she was extremely talented and is a player that can impact the game at the highest level in our league. We absolutely appreciate all she did for us and our team last year. It says, however, we've made changes to our staff and will make changes to our roster. Those changes impact Chennedy fit on this team. It says, so we wanted to give her the best opportunity to be a free agent. Underline, underline, underline. You know what I'm saying? underline. And I think what Jeff P did, he made it for as it was concerned out there in the highways and byways, that he had, you know what I mean, no real solid problem with Kennedy Carter. She just wasn't going to fit what he was trying and planning on doing, you know, to further the Chicago Sky. Okay, Jeff P. Okay. You know, Jeff P hurt us when he got rid of Teaspoon. He also made a couple decisions when it came down to, you know, Kennedy Carter at the last minute, and we just didn't like it. It took Chicago by storm in the worst way. You know, we really didn't feel good about it. We didn't know exactly what the hell he was talking about. We didn't understand what he actually was really trying to do here in Chicago, for Chicago, you know what I mean, with the team of the Chicago Sky, which we love. You know what I'm saying? We love the Chicago Sky. We love our players. We love Angel Reese. We love Angel Reese. And I think that the decision just to let her go for nothing at all, you know, shows that she had no value to him. You know what I mean? She had no value to Jeff P. Pagliosha. She had no value to the owners. She just didn't have any value. Of course, Tyler Marsh was picked up, so Tyler Marsh didn't really know her. He just know of and what transpired in the locker room of what he was told and shown. You know, so, you know, the advocate of having a peaceful locker room is also a great formula, y'all, to, you know, run your team. It's a great formula to run your team. And that I can't argue with. I can't argue with that. You know, you want to have the best personalities to get a job accomplished. And you know, you just don't want that person, you know what I mean? Hey man, could you pick that wrench up and pass it to me, man? Because I'm holding this pipe, and you know, won't you get that wrench and hand it to me? And I appreciate it. And be like, man, why you just can't put that there, man, and just tie it a little bit, and then take your ass over there and get the wrench yourself. That's not teamwork. Teamwork make the dream work. And everybody got to be, you know what I mean, in one, in harmony and in unison. In order to do the mastermind, you have to have the mindset to be able to work with others good, great, phenomenally, elite. You have to be able to do that. And I just didn't like it, you know, that, okay, Jeff, you let her go, but then what's up with all these other, you know what I'm saying, the 11 other teams don't need a Kennedy Carter on a squad? I beg to differ. I beg to differ. You know what I'm saying? I beg to differ. So that led me to say, man, to look into it, to say, man, listen, this young lady had some type of issues going on. This young lady had, in her own right, reasons of why she acted the way she acted. Okay? Whatever those reasons was, you know, it is what it is. And Kennedy Carter was no longer with the Chicago Sky, but right now, we are finding ourselves not able to see an exciting Kennedy Carter on any WNBA team. And I think that's a crock of stuff. You know what I mean? BS, man. I think it's a crock of BS. And no one wanted her. No, it just don't work like that. You guys got to understand the business of things. You guys got to understand that somebody talked to somebody, and that somebody talked to that somebody, and that, I mean, that's just what the GMs do. All GMs know each other, and they pretty much, it's only 12 teams, so they pretty much knew what moves, what was going on. It's only 12 guys in the room. I mean, plus they staff, and they talking about what Kennedy Carter did or what she didn't do, or what, she made, other players feel uncomfortable, and all of that, abroad, allegedly, so the thing is that it was a podcast that was going on that was speaking about Kennedy Carter, in particularly on X, on Twitter X, and I found it and walked up on it, and then I'm gonna play it for you guys, and then we're gonna discuss it a little bit more.
Kennedy, be patient. It is coming. You're gonna get back in the WNBA. Going to Mexico, fine. But I hope you put in your contract that if I get a WNBA contract, I can leave whenever I want. If you didn't put that in your contract, oh my gosh, we need to talk to your agent. You're gonna get there. Be patient. Keep working out. Keep training. Keep a positive attitude. Keep letting people know that you're maturing as a player, and you're gonna be fine. You had a great season last year in Chicago. You're gonna be fine.
More than a great season, Angel. Chennedy came off of a career season in Chicago and then went to China and was the league MVP.
Oh,
do you know she's only 26 years old? So Chennedy is not even young. She's not even in her prime yet.
Yeah.
Very, very talented. This is clearly not a basketball issue. What Chennedy needs to demonstrate is maturity, is leadership, is growth. And I actually think the opportunity to play in Mexico gives her the chance to do just that. They already know she can hoop.
But show in Mexico that you're not a problem child, that you can do what you need to do. We all know that Chennedy has a great heart. Yes, is there some things that she needs to work on, mental health issues that she needs to get some help with? Yes, we all do. But show that you're working on progressing those things, and you're going to get back in.
Do you think it's surprising or overstated the amount of attention on what she might do in a locker room versus the clear talent that she has? Are you surprised by this?
I'm not surprised, because I've known her very well, and I do know that there is some things that needs to be worked on with that. But I think it's stuff that can be fixed. And I know that if she shows that she can mature and fix those things and be willing to want to do the work, there's no doubt in my mind. So that's all she has to do, is just show that she can do the work, not just on the court, but personally and professionally.
So there it is. This sister, the last one that spoke, she knows Kennedy personally. She knows Kennedy Carter personally. She knows that there's some, character issues. She knows she spoke from the heart because she wants her to be successful. So that wasn't a hating. She wasn't hating. Both of those women gave her her props, made sure that we all knew how, they saw it. And I told you how I feel about Kennedy Carter. Yes, she brought this on herself because no one can control you but you. No, she made me do it. He made me do it. No, that's an excuse for bad behavior. When you have bad behavior, no one's to blame for your bad behavior but you. I believe in that no matter what. If you got bipolar, if you got any other, disease or mental health disease, you also, there's facilities and there's things that's now provided for each and every individual person that they will have to go and do the work. They will have to do the work. You have to say, man, look, let's keep the main thing the main thing. I want to ball. I'm here to put the ball on the court. I'm here to make my name known as a basketball player. I am here and willing to cooperate on anything that this team or these people who are the GMs, the coaches, and the owners need me to do. You got to humble yourself a little bit. Sometimes, when you good, don't nobody want, when you know you good and you know you her or him, You know, you're not gonna listen to negativity that knock you, but you know, you have to have constructive criticism. People that criticize you constructively, meaning that it's a constructive building block that you could build on so that your character or whatever flaw that you have, you can change it. You know, I think that Kennedy Carter is gonna be killing them. You know what I'm saying, in Mexico. Hopefully she took care of the contract situation because she can be called at any time. She could be called over at any time. And I think it would be smart. I think it would be wise for the WNBA to kind of clean this up. You know, we saw the same thing with Shador, man, just in the draft. You know, and I don't like oppression or um, disingenuous things to happen to any human being. That's why I leave my panel open. I leave my chat open. Even if you're a Caitlin Clark or feeling a Lynx or you support the Storm or whatever it is, you know, you can have your say. But over here, we advocate the Chicago Sky. I am an Angel Reese, Angel Reese, Angel Reese, Angel Reese advocate. I believe in Angel Reese. I love Angel Reese personality. I love her game. I love that she's a dog. I believe that Kennedy Carter and Angel Reese souls had connected when it came to being on that 94, you know what I mean, feet 50. You know what I'm saying? At 94.50, they look good together. You know what I mean? They plus minus was really, really good. And for you to say that Kennedy Carter don't belong in the NBA, I mean the WNBA, that's wrong. I beg to differ. Yeah, that's wrong. But do she need to make herself be better? Yeah, she does. You know what I mean? Allen Iverson, once again, you know, had to reconstruct itself, rebuild itself. He had a successful career. You know what I'm saying? Rajon Rondo was one of those guys. You know what I'm saying? But he knew what he had to do so that he could win, man. You know, Vernon Maxwell. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. Max had to get his head together, man. Max had to get his head together so that they could win championships. And you got to humble yourself because you're working with people that really, you know what I'm saying, don't really know you or really know that you have a good heart. They only could see what you throw out and what you put out there. You know what I'm saying? So Kennedy Carter, from my perspective, deserves to be in the WNBA. Kennedy Carter deserves to be watched this year. Kennedy Carter deserves to be on someone's team. And I really want her to be on Chicago Sky, to be honest with you. But we got to keep it a buck and we got to keep it 100 with it. This situation that we're in with Kennedy is really, really heartbreaking because I know how good this kid is. This is a kid that has all of the fundamentals, man. Skill work, dribbling, you know what I'm saying, shooting, slashing, you know what I mean, going to the rim and finishing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm waiting to see what is with the future. I will continue to cover Kennedy Carter, even as you already see, even if she's not in the WNBA, I'm still covering her because I think that the kid needs a chance. I think the child needs an opportunity. I think that she do need help. I mean, in whatever she need help in, I believe that I believe that things that that's here that can actually help her. I believe that they can help her get her the help that she needs. And I hope that Chennedy is successful in Mexico once again, like she was successful in China, because she balled out. A lot of people like, oh, China. Well, they her size. So she was playing people that was her size. Did they have her skills? Well, hell, the damn WNBA, most of the people in the WNBA don't got her skills. So, you know, that's my take on Chennedy Carter. Hey, I will cover you, baby girl. I appreciate, you know what I'm saying, the skill and the techniques and how you play the game. Want to see her. So, this show is sponsored by Red House Butters. Red House Butters is the product that I make myself. It's Sheen, Shine, Heal, Treat, Moisturize, and Develop. It is a beautiful, beautiful product, guys. And I'm telling you, face, hair, and body is hypoallergenic. It heals all marks, all blemishes, all rashes, all bruises, eczema, psoriasis. It is a beautiful product, you guys. And I'm telling you, smells good, feels good, heals good, all skin ailments, even eczema in some cases of psoriasis. The hypoallergenics that's inside of it is made with essential oils. I also would like for you to download my music. You can download my music on every single platform. You know, you can go to iHeartRadio, Amazon. You could go to Apple Music. Also, you can get it on Shopify, Spotify, and SoundCloud. You know, check out my music, man. Check me out. And like I said, man, I am grateful for what you guys have done on this channel. I am grateful for you guys to get me to the 1,500 plateau. And then, of course, guys, I'm at 1,521. And listen, that was not an easy task, but you guys made it look so great. And you could tell a friend to tell a friend, and hit the like button, please. Hit the like button, because YouTube likes to hear the response of what I just gave you on this show tonight. And I thank you so much for being here. I thank you for listening. Hey, I cannot do this without you. And man, listen, I leave as I came with another banger.
We got that rap van rolling on them dubs. You can catch us later while we ballin' in the club. We them bread makers, we them bread makers, we them bread makers, we them bread makers. Shots me in the club, spinning them ends, smelling like ginger man oil in my Benz. Drop top down and I'm rolling two friends. Bread making everywhere, starting new trends. Look at baby girl, she looks so good. She said she want a hustler, represent the hood. Knots in my pocket make peace say you can't touch me even if you dream that you could. I'm so fresh. Yes, I'm fly. I got that money, yeah, man. I'm the guy. Shutting me down, no, use a